queued up, line in the jungle, and if you look at my team comp, we need an AP. And I guess I have no choice but to oblige. So the question is, which of these do I want? I'm gonna go for Greenfather here, because I think it's gonna be a better pick. They first picked Teemo. And I'm gonna do a character I picked up a while ago for this very situation that I never really got around to. So I need these two comboed. And something that I've been holding back on is going to finally be released here. We'll see how it plays out. The important thing is, though, that you do not give up. Even if you have a Teemo on your side. Now the Shin could be a problem. It's time for Diana. So I'm gonna try an assassin build here. We'll see how well it plays out. Now, if not for the whole mana sustain from the Runic Echoes, I probably would just skip that item entirely. We're gonna need Nashor's Tooth just like with Cho'Gath so that we get a clear. We're gonna be basically banking on our passive. From there, I have options on how I want to go. I could go Lichbane for a more immediate burst. I also give CDR. I could go in for a, what's it called? The Abyssal Scepter. That's also going to increase my damage. And there's a few different ways this can play out. The important thing is I need to find a way to set Rise back because he's the one I'm worried about here. Teemo shouldn't be too much of a problem. I may try to get first blood off him. And I'm wondering if going Bounty Hunter is being a little greedy here. I'm going to go Battle Trance because I'm not too familiar with the character. But the important thing is you do not give up. Remember, where there's a will, there's a way. And if there's a way, I'm gonna find it. So Teemo is running Fervor of Battle. That's kind of interesting. He has Ignite, so as long as Riven's careful, that should be an easy win. She may have to go back early, but if she can get the Ignite, it's going to be worth it, since she can just port back in. Whatever he burned up is gone, and she'll have refresh supplies. For Rise, hopefully Jace knows what he's doing. Rise can keep him at bay so that the hammer stuff is not as effective, and wow. Been a while since I played with as many silvers as this. But the good news is we have a pretty strong late game. The bad news is they have a strong tank line. They're going to have Shin if he goes the correct build, and then they're going to have Taric who can give invulnerability. What's worse is my E will pull people together, so the invulnerability will hit more people if I use it that way. But we'll see. Worth pointing out, they have a 3-man pre-made. As for us, we don't. We have a 0-man pre-made. I think the team was going to be the weak spot, because if I can hammer him enough, maybe he can distract these two. We'll see. I'm a little concerned that Shin can probably survive my burst, so we have to be careful around him. Now, I think I could have gone Courage of the Colossus if I were going to be banking on the E. Since I'm not, I think Thunderlords is the way to go. So everyone's in from the look of it. Computer has not froze, which is a good sign when I'm using these. Come on. on, game. Actually, do I want this on this side? Because I'm going to be swinging a lot. There should be better center. Screw it. We'll just take it anyway. Now, generally on Diana you want to start W, but since I'm getting a leash, I could afford to start Q. It's just you do not want to take E until level 4 when you're ready to start ganking. And 4 is the earliest. It's actually very viable on Diana to wait until 6. So I got stunned out by Tarek there, so I couldn't throw out my Q. He actually stunned me while I was trying to skill it up, which I guess stops you from skilling it.
Minions have spawned.
So we'll have to see if there's a moment worthy of the oath here. Although it's possible I may have to mute the mic soon, so just a heads up. And good night. I'm actually going to leave that alone because Diana's better with the AoE camps. I don't know how well she can take chickens, but we'll see. She may become the premier AP jungler. Even beating out Elise, yes.
Not listen.
Overall, I like this clear so far. Probably gonna have to smite the chickens, though. Put another point into your W because you are squishy as all hell. I might not be able to take this. Need to fall back a bit. So red is going to heal me a bit. Question is whether or not I want to fight these. And I'm greedy, so the answer is yes. Now, I don't actually have to clear these, I just have to kill these two. And now that'll cause the camp to despawn. You can see that it's technically cleared. I don't know if the respawn timer has already started. But there we go. I didn't clear enough to hit level 4, but we can remedy that shortly. I'm going to take this for a better... Actually, you know what? Let's grab that. That way I can afford this.
Dusk approaches.
Now Shin is going to be looking to gank soon. Got his flash.
My eyes are opened.
Now once I have my E, I can actually take the Scuttle Crab. It's just Moonfall is extremely expensive. You do not want to spam that pretty much ever. I think it costs more than her ult. We can see here that's 50. And you're finished.
Only first blood.
So there's a little bit of good news.
What I feed. I cannot turn back. They could not break me.
There we go, we each took a shot.
Of the moon.
Gave blue buff over to Jace.
Embrace the night.
I'm kinda curious how high the standard is on Diana. I'm gonna go ahead and smite this. It'll be back up for the chicken camp shortly. Now you want to max Q. Reason for that being is this is defensive, this combos with your ult, so if you can Q ult someone, you can usually kill them. Holy.
They would not listen.
He might be going for that Bloodthirster first build, which is pretty nasty.
The moon also rises.
Yeah, we'll have 16 Jinx, take that. Basically 1% of what she had.
An ally has been slain.
4-man gank bot. With the Infernal on the map, that's actually a good move on their part. They can go take that real quick.
Deny me no longer.
And I don't even want to bother with the Grump right now because I can't really afford to stay that close. I think I'm going to go for the Golems, then I'll try to get Teemo.
I cannot turn back. They could not break me. My eyes are open.
She doesn't have ult at the moment. What killed me? Minion? That sucks. Let's grab this so we can blow up Teemo. We'll grab that. My pink ward still stands.
Embrace the night.
4 minutes and another Infernal, so this one we have to contest. So far, Jace is smashing Rise. Hoping it stays that way. Now, I don't know what all he's running, so I don't know if he has mana regen or anything.
Will be heard. I speak only truth.
Stun him. Red buff. And Jace died for that.
Follow no false light. The moon also rises.
I don't think I can tower dive him. He's healed a lot.
They would not listen.
Can I get Teemo? We have no eyes on him, so I'm just recalling here. Double dagger.
Embrace the night.
So, yeah, she should have gotten an early Hex Drinker. It's gonna be a very difficult fight for her since she didn't.
Dusk approaches.
Wow. Go Jace.
Turn back.
Your team has destroyed.
Are they gonna try to dive them? Looks like he did that just so they could go back.
Blind to the
Actually, I'm really tempted to just do a post-game commentary here, simply because
the moon.
I don't think I've ever explained Diana. Passive is every third auto attack. Well, you get bonus attack speed, obviously, but third auto attack deals the cleave effect that you see right here. Has like a 0.8 or 0.7 ratio.
Follow
That's her
no
single best
false
ratio, in
light.
case you're wondering. Everything else is kind of lame. I think they're all like 0.6 or something.
Your team has destroyed.
Your Q is the Crescent Strike. You throw your blade in an arc. Anything hit will be marked with Moonlight. You can ult an enemy to consume the Moonlight. When you consume the Moonlight, it does not put your ult on cooldown.
Chosen of the moon. Been heard.
Son of a bitch! Ezreal's here. And Jinx isn't. Okay, they denied the invincibility, I think. And you know what? I'm actually going for Sork boots here. When was the last time you saw me buy those, eh?
My eyes are open.
So that's pretty nice for us. It's going to help boost my burst capability. So you go for the Nashor's Tooth to amplify her passive. Basically, you get procs off more quickly and they deal more damage.
Also right.
But yeah, Diana only goes in. She's a Targon character if you didn't know. So, you gotta kill him, otherwise bad things happen. primarily death.
Who's there? The moon. It's far away. You were alone the whole time.
Damn. I want to fight them in a shroom field. Especially with Shin here.
Embrace the night.
Yeah, this isn't worth fighting. Son of a... That was not a wise fight. We come out ahead because of the assist, but not a wise fight.
Follow no false light.
Do I have enough to finish Nashor? No. So I'm going to delay that in exchange for this.
An enemy has been slain. Killing spree.
Jace is doing freaking well.
Dusk approaches.
I think I can get by without being seen if I stick to the edge here.
Shut down.
Not listen.
Damn.
I cannot turn back. Bring me the sun.
Okay, they're fine. I smited that because I thought they were in danger. Okay, that works for me. Let's go hit level 11 so I have more burst on my ult. So this doesn't deal a lot of damage on its own because the trick is you want to hit them with Q first, then you can double cast it for twice as much damage. That's also why it costs 50 instead of 100, because if you use it properly, it will cost 100.
Not listen.
Anyway, time is on our side, so I'm not really pressured to make any moves or anything. Though I am worried about top.
I will be heard. Chosen of the Lord.
I'm a little concerned here. And damn it, I'm muting the mic here. Okay, I'm picking up here for post-game commentary. So I didn't want to get too close here because I knew Shin was waiting to dive us under tower. So instead I have to pull him here, and you can see we throw each other around. Unfortunately, I'm not going to make it out of here because Terror decided to burn all the summoners, but I can make him pay for doing that. Then Shin goes down. Now unfortunately Jace doesn't have cooldowns, he practiced Thunderlords already, so he needs to kill a little bit of time before he actually goes and does something. In the meantime, I'm free to go ahead and grab the Nashor's Tooth, and I am very strong right now. It's going to be a lot better once I get the Lichbane, but we almost have her core assembled. So if not for Ryze showing up, Jace should have been able to kill Ezreal. Yeah, unfortunately, since Ryze burns ghosts, there's not really much Jace can do. He decides to go in, but Ryze... does he go down? No, he survives just barely.
The moon.
Now, once he has his Archangel Staff, he can survive the all-in pretty easily, but until then, it's a different story. So right now we have the Cloud Dragon coming up, and that's pretty helpful for Diana because you need to get in there. She only goes one direction, which is in, and the faster you get there, the faster you get
Cannot turn
out.
back.
So real quick, talking about her build, if you didn't notice, the 3 items I'm rushing here are all things that are going to add ratios to her moveset. The Lichbane adds additional damage, the Nashor's Tooth adds damage on the auto attack, and the Runic Echoes is an additional ratio for every occasional spell. Since her ratios are pretty bad, in order to still make her viable, you have to rely on these items. Now, if you wanted to lane her, you don't necessarily have to go for Runic Echoes, and to be honest, I probably wouldn't. The only reason why I have it here is because of need mana sustain. But I think I would have preferred the old Rune Glaive, to be honest. So right here, I'm going to move in on Timo. He sees me and flashes instantly. Unfortunately, I can just push my ult, and this time I'm not going to deny that from Jace. Since I'm not running Bounty Hunter, I really don't care if I get the kills or the assists. But if I were running Bounty Hunter, yeah, I would splatter that Yordle instantly. So right here, the two of us can take this pretty quickly because we both have a lot of attack speed, and we're probably the 2 most fed people in the game. Maybe Jinx is more fed than Jace, I'm not entirely sure. But you can see how quickly we melt waves with our combined attacks. And speaking of Jinx, we're going to have a skirmish here in the mid lane. Unfortunately, Shin goes down before I even arrive. And they pretty much have Ryze dead to rights, so I just ult in to steal the assist. And basically just padding my stats a bit. So right here, Jace has moved mid. And should be a little straightforward on what's going on.
My eyes are open.
So right here we do have options. I pinged that I have barely any mana, but as long as I'm staying in the jungle, I actually regen quite a bit. So I'll have a decent amount momentarily, and I'm going to suicide here to kill Timo, unfortunately. I do get assists on the other guys, but you'll see what I mean. So we're sieging the top turret, we have the whole crew assembled. In reality, I should have at least whacked it once, but it doesn't matter. I know Timo's here. I plan on going over there and using my E to force him out of stealth, but you can see everyone piles in. I go down, but we take Shin with, I get the assist on him. And basically we get the tower, and all is well. So I can go ahead and pick up the Aether Wisp, which is going to give me even more mobility. You'll see that I can really haul ass this game. Cloud Drake is just really, really nice on Diana. I can't really stress that enough. So right here I kind of want to join the group. I'm thinking, okay, they're going to get to safety. They're not going to pick another fight. So I can go to blue buff, right? Right? Come on, reassure me, people. So right here when I see they're fighting, Griffin and everything, I knew they were committed. I make a line for them, but once the enemy peels away, they're afraid to fight my team while my team's pretty much half dead. I realize, okay, they got it under control, I'm going blue. And this is going to be the start of a fairly long fight. As a result, I'm just going to go split push the bot lane. All of them are showing up top. Shin will eventually get back to fight me, but you'll see. Time comes.
They could not.
But tons of CS here that I really do not want to pass up. Now, due to the Diana passive, I actually have a decent amount of wave clear. You factor her Q and her W in, it's not really an issue. I can push this in fairly quickly. Then you just have to remember I have CDR from and mana regen from the blue buff, so basically it's just time to feast. Now, keep in mind, I have the Sheen, so I'm going to be spamming spells here just for Spellblade procs, that way I can take these 2 towers. You can see my team is doing everything just fine. They have some poke at their disposal with Jace and Jinx, so not really an issue. Now, unfortunately, your Q has a much shorter cooldown than your W, so you have to go Q, Spellblade proc, when the Spellblade's ready to go, you hit W, and here's our duel. So he went in thinking he was safe because my Q was down, but I have 2 levels on him, so he dies. I don't know for certain, but I If he's running double-edged sword, that means I'll have 7% increased damage to him. He'll have 5 on me.
Double kill.
All in all, that will add up, especially when you factor in how fed I am.
Kill.
I still have Spellblade procs here and there, even though the ult is down. It's just, he's behind and things aren't getting better. Now right there I ulted to the wrong one. Doesn't really matter because, well, I was safe. I mean, 4 of them are dead, they're coming back up shortly, and at my health I have to get out. Now unfortunately you do not really get to build a health regen on Diana. The only way to heal is to kill the enemy in front of you and then move forward. So right there, that's Jace pinging that he wants this. You see on the minimap he's right there, and I'm cool with giving it to him. He's doing pretty well. So I do a little bit of damage to it. He goes ahead and secures that, and I get to go back and get my Lich Bane. So right here I also grab the needlessly large rod because I want to burst people. So in case you haven't noticed, I bought Diana probably like a year ago. I just never got around to playing her, but she was always my pocket AP pick. Since Fiddle isn't really ideal in this current jungle, if I need to take an AP jungler, I'm probably going to start working Diana into rotation, so expect to see more of our new Green Lantern somewhat soon. So right here I was hoping to get a catch somewhere, but they're afraid to come near me. Heartbreaking, I know. So right there I marked it with the Q, that way I can ult back in as soon as it knocked me back, and the thing just melts. So that Cloud Dragon gives me movement speed, I can try to run them down. Now Ez gets to safety with his E, but as a result he has to leave Taric behind. Taric does ult, but he gets caught in the Equinox, and then Jace kills him. You can see Ez realizes I'm the one to be scared about. I'm the one who's just going to instantly blow him up. Right here's the end of the game. So sadly there were no oath-worthy moments, this is probably the closest thing. So let's go, folks. In brightest day, in blackest night, no evil shall escape my sight. Let those who worship evil's might beware my power, Green Lantern's light. So sadly I can only take down 2 of them before the damage accumulates, and then Shin just finishes me off. Jace can't really do anything because he's low on mana and everything. According to what he says here, he was thinking Soraka was just a little bit away, but she wasn't even close. So right there is the surrender, and we are out of here. New jungler for the channel. Sadly, I did not get to explain how she works. I'm probably going to have to do that in the description if I remember. So you'll get to see the stats before we get to call it quits. And guess my rank real quick. S-. So if I had a box, I could have gotten it, but you saw I got the newest one on Shogath, so yeah. Not really trying to collect those yet because I still have a pile of them and no damn key fragments. So I'm number 2 for damage behind Jace. I was somehow ahead of Jinx, go figure. And in terms of damage taken, you can see Shin was a punching bag. So on that note, I'm out of here. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.